Welcome back, everyone. In this episode, we are diving deep into nature, into landscapes that redefined my understanding of the world. This journey, it wasn't just a trip, it was a transformation. I felt like my life got new perspective. Oh, that's the road, Jay. ये है वो road, the one which we were talking about.
आधे टाइम रुके?
हाँ, 100%. ड्रोन उड़ाना है यहाँ पे यार.
हाँ, exactly.
मेरे को जॉगिंग करनी है.
So I did refresh my memory about. I have a pretty good foundation of knowledge and on these parks and how they were formed. The Colorado Plateau. This is all part of the Colorado Plateau. ARCHES, Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, Bryce and Zion. And including the Grand Canyon. It's all part of the Colorado Plateau. They're all examples of how wind, water, and time affect sandstone. Every park has a different way that the sandstone was affected, and this park has the highest concentration of natural arches in the world. It's over 2,000. So all this right in here, where you can see sort of the clumps. Okay. That's living biological soil crust. That's super important for the desert, and it feeds the desert soil. You don't want to ever step on cryptobiotic soil because it hundreds of years to form, and it's super delicate, but super vital for the desert floor. Just wanted to point that out. Be very careful when you walk in the desert because we want this stuff to be around.
So this is technically the day one हमारे adventure journey का, हमारी excursion का. So today we are going to a place called Delicate Arch in this ARCHES National Park, जो कि यूटा से सॉल्ट लेक सिटी से 3 घंटे की दूरी पर है. एंड दिस इज़ द स्टेट ऑफ यूटा. और ये एक पार्किंग स्पॉट है जहाँ पे गाड़ी लगा के आप वॉक करके आर्च तक पहुँचते हैं. 1-1.5 घंटे का वॉक है और सेम रिटर्न चल के आना पड़ता है. एंड या सो स्टे ट्यून्ड. आपको पूरी हाइक के विजुअल्स दिखाऊंगा. इट्स ब्यूटीफुल. लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु हैव विजिटेड लद्दाख विल फाइंड इट वेरी सिमिलर. थोड़ा वैसा ही दिखता है लद्दाख जैसा.
What's this hut? It's Robert Wolfe's desert home from back in the 1800s, I believe. That sign said home sweet desert, but living out here would not have been easy. Actually, not at all.
Trekking here in this kind of weather with these views, it was a whole different ballgame. Even though I've trekked in many places across the globe, but here, air was crisp, the silence was broken only by a crunch of snow, and the sheer scale of everything was surreal. Angle in Ladakh.
Correct.
Yeah?
But that's monolithic.
That's
it's
monolithic.
one piece.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
monolithic. It's like the lava moldings. not.
Yeah, but it's, I think,
This is sand petrified.
smoothened,
It's white.
Kind of use your imagination. What's left over of those cracks and bulges and things, of those cracks in the bulge, are what you see here. And these thin areas will eventually erode out and leave behind arches like we're gonna see.
Woo! Welcome to Hell's Revenge. This area is called Sand Flats Recreation Area. It's pretty cool. So they run it like a park, but it's not quite to like the national park level, so we're still allowed to do this type of adventure on it. And it's pretty neat. They really do a lot to patrol these trails to make sure everyone stays on trail. Moab's a big stay on trail town. We just have a really delicate ecosystem. So we just always want to take care of it so we can continue doing these things, you know, for future generations.
we have come on this
When I said
Humvee ride. It's not actually a ride, it's a total off-road.
Broken an axle.
And these climbing up vertical sections, almost vertical. So यहाँ पे JP got us some coffee. It's pretty cold. It's still in minus. मजा आ गया कॉफी पी के गरम गरम. This is the beast. And then the Hummer ride. Yeah, the military grade Hummer. More like insanity grade. Bouncing, bumping, clinging on for dear life. It was one of the craziest rides of my life. I mean, you literally feel like every rock, every bump. It was thrilling.
Those rock features over there in Moab, this is just one of the epicenters of off-roading in the world, really. We take these military-grade Humvees up about 35 degrees. You get up to 4,500 feet in elevation. Awesome views of the mountains, you get really steep inclines. It's really exhilarating. It's about 6 to a 7 out of 10 in difficulty. So it's a really good, it's exhilarating but safe, and you have a lot of fun with it. Got a lot of good overviews. That arch viewpoint. Not bad, not bad. We're very close to round 2. I love that one. That's the wall. Good job. We got Devil's Backbone, which is the start of the trail. And then there's Roller Coaster Hill that we did, where we went really fast. And then where we turned around and stopped is the Abyss Viewpoint that overlooks Grandstaff Canyon, which leads right down to the Colorado River. And that's where we got that little arching training. Back uphill. And then back uphill is probably my favorite, where I like to back up one of the steepest inclines that we got there. And yeah, that's what we do. Come check out Moab. It's awesome. There's so many adventures. This isn't the only one.
This place taught me so much about myself, about life. The next few days were unforgettable. Even with the comforts of city life, you come here and you realize this is what you were missing. This raw, unfiltered connection with nature. It's like finding a part of yourself you never knew existed. Look at these views. Utah continues to amaze me with its sheer beauty. The wildlife here is incredible too. Witnessing these creatures in their natural habitat is truly humbling experience. So we are here on the trailhead of Crack Canyon, and where I'm sitting right now, it's called a wash. Means that when it rains, all the water converges here and gushes through this valley at great force. That's why you will see such rock formations. Firstly, this is sediment rock. It's very it's soft. It can be, water can cut through it. That's why all these formations have happened. And probably the way this rock is sitting, it looks like it's been pushed by water towards that side. It's leaning towards that side. So that's the force of water when it gushes. So that's how the rocks keep shaping over a period of time. There's a section which has fallen off, and it's created a big recess and a cave. So the next 5 years it's fallen down. So once it falls down, there'll be a cave there, and it will change the landscape down where it falls. If there's a tree, it might just uproot it. So, you come back after 5 years, things are not the same. Look at these rock formations, absolutely incredible. Crack Canyon, Utah is a slot canyon formed by water erosion over millions of years. The narrow passages, the sculpted walls, it's like walking through a natural masterpiece. The way the light plays on the rocks, it's breathtaking. Then the Goblin Valley. We arrived late, unfortunately. We did some night exploring. And let me tell you, it was something else. No signs of life, just complete, utter silence. A silence I've never experienced. It was profound. It was a very humbling experience.
When you finish with Bryce Canyon National Park, it's like the cherry on the sundae. The views are, you don't pinch me, is that real? I mean, it's kind of one of those kinds of moments. I think a lot of people who see Bryce Canyon for the first time are just, it doesn't even seem like it's physically possible. The light there is what makes it. I think if you see Sunset Point, or you see Inspiration Point in the morning, the way the hoodoos and the views of the color of the shades of red and orange and the color of the sky and contrast with each other are just magical. So it's just a special route. I mean, it's one of the most special routes, I think, in North America, frankly. So if you ever have the chance, Highway 12 is wonderful.
Guys, the Scenic Byway 12. This must just be one of the most scenic roads in the world. They call it a journey through time for a reason. It's connected with Tori, and the views twisting canyons, red rock towers, pine forests, glimpses of national park and monuments. It's a visual feast.
You know, Kanab's a really diverse community as far as we used to have nothing but locals. You know, everybody lived here, their families, but over the last 20 years, a lot of the families have moved out of town and a lot of people have influx from other places. So it's a pretty diverse, a lot of different types of people that live in Kanab, which is nice. I like diversity. It's nice.
Life here is tough, but no doubt. But places like these national parks, they ignite something in me. They remind you how incredibly beautiful our planet is. This is just the beginning of adventure. We are going to explore the hidden trails, discover more breathtaking vistas, maybe even encounter some wildlife if we are lucky. Prepare for more unexpected twists, more jaw-dropping moments, and more life-changing experiences. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we go even deeper into the heart of Utah's wilderness. Until then, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep believing in the magic of nature. From me, namaste.